My Christmas present has arrived. Yes, my wife actually got us a fireplace. Yes, that's so awesome. So they're going to have to do some work on the chimney, and then they'll be installing the fireplace. Yes, so I'm so stoked. Oh my gosh. So you plan on some fireside vlogs or content pieces or that sort of thing, because damn, we're getting a fireplace. No kid, that's lit AF. Yeah, I said that. This thing is fire. It's, how to explain it? It's got this really super old school, almost like Victorian, or I honestly feel like it has like a steampunk vibe, and that is freaking amazing. Cause y'all know how much I love my steampunk. Well, you probably don't, because I haven't talked about it yet, but I will at some point. So you may have noticed that content creation has been a bit spotty. It definitely hasn't gone as smoothly or as clockwork as I would have hoped, and that comes down to adulting and trying to take care of some things, and really taking a look at some priorities in the short term, which includes dealing, let's just say I have, so I was once upon a time a collector, but really only recently started back up with things like Amiibo and pop vinyl and that sort of thing, and my loot crates that come monthly, of course. But before that, I actually had specific fandoms and collectibles that I would buy, and over the years it's managed to build up like rust and corrosion, and I would never ever call myself go so far as to say I'm a hoarder. I don't, you know, I wouldn't want people to worry that it's that kind of level, but it's not great either. So far I've managed to get rid of a lot of stuff. Honestly, we're talking I've probably, bare minimum, over the last year there was probably at least, like, I want to say 30 plus large contractor size bags of stuff that went out. Stuff that's been, you know, damaged. These are things I've collected from the 80s and 90s, and then I've traveled all over between the military and moves once I got out of the military. And not every place has been able to accommodate. I haven't always been able to afford a storage locker. The storage lockers or garages or whatever I have had haven't always been climate controlled, and some of them leaked, and our basement we've had flooding. So things aren't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, a lot of stuff got ruined, which is why there was so much that went out. And the other stuff was just clutter from having lived as many years as I have, and lived the life that I have. So, but I've gotten rid of it, and I've made good progress. But the problem is, it's been slow going, and I have to, like I said, take inventory and then slash inventory. But I think that as the clutter goes, so will the clutter in my mind. I really think it will help my mental health and everybody in my life's mental health. So it's an effort that I'm going to make. And I do so with gusto. So starting in February, I'm going to start vlogging. Like vlogging proper, not just content creation. I'm going to start vlogging. So I'm going to begin my journey in February. Getting a storage locker specifically for collectibles and games and that sort of thing. And I am going to be clearing the house of all of these plastic storage tubs and boxes of collectibles and games. And as I do this, we're going to do kind of an unboxing of sort, and maybe even an unboxing of my soul. But in all seriousness, I mean, I kid because I kind of have to, but in all seriousness, this is going to be good for everybody in my world, and it's going to be good for me. And I'm going to take you along on the journey. I don't know where it's going to take me. You know, whenever you do something like this is almost like a cleanse, in a way. So we'll get to see the clutter that's in my life and in my mind, and yeah, I want to share it with you because I know that I'm not the only one that goes through this. It's like ice building up in the wings of a plane, and there's no more lift for your soul. And you know, it's not that I don't love all of the stuff I've collected, and not love, I guess that's kind of a weird thing to attribute to objects, but it's not that I don't enjoy them, it's just that I can't, because it's a cacophony. It's hard to explain. It's one of the things that makes focus hard, and it's kind of, I guess, you know, they say the first step is admitting you have a problem. Well, I already admitted that a while ago, and that was the first step. Second step was taking action, which I did, but I think the third step for me is revisiting the situation and trying to determine what the next step is. I mean, I guess this is the next step, so maybe we're on stage 4 right now. Which I guess would be implementing. In a way, it's going to be difficult. And I know that there's so much stuff that's going to get tossed because it's just destroyed. But at the same time, one, it'll be nice to get this off of my chest and off of my plate. It'll be nice to share this with you guys because maybe it will, you know, maybe people can reflect on this and say, oh crap, I see shades of me in that dude. And we can try to have fun with it. I mean, finding the silver lining, finding something, the positive to hang on to in the short term, because in the long term, I know what the positive is, I know the goals, and I know it's in the short term and the grind, it's probably going to be hard. And so finding that short-term silver lining and figuring out how to process this on the daily and just to keep going, to keep grinding, to keep moving forward, that is the struggle. That is what's kept me from, well, from so much, to be honest. So the plan is to find the positive so that the weight of it all doesn't suffocate me and doesn't keep me from greatness. It doesn't keep me from healing. It doesn't keep me from dealing with my own mental health issues. And it doesn't keep me from having fun, because I'm traveling the world this year, and the last thing I want is an anchor. You know, an albatross. I don't want to have guilt follow me everywhere because I haven't done the thing with the thing. You know, I haven't taken care of the things that I needed to do. So what is this silver lining? Well, part of it is sharing all of my little treasures with you. That is going to be fun because I do have some unique stuff and I have some fun stuff, and provided that something survived, I even have items from past E3s. I have plenty of collectibles. I have a large game collection that unfortunately really hasn't been as well cared for as it should have. I also have a decent Saturn import collection, which we'll have fun. We'll do some Let's Plays with those. We'll try to go on the hunt for original packaging for those things where the packaging has been damaged or destroyed. And we'll do this together, so that'll be fun. Base! And in the midst of these unboxings and Let's Plays and that sort of thing, I'm going to start rewarding subscribers. And as I hit certain goals, there are going to be giveaways of my crap. As I reach my goals, they are going to get better and better. They are even going to culminate in some possible, well, I'll just let you find out. You got to stick around, stay tuned. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to come with me on the... My pants are ringing. I answered my pants. I'm going on many journeys this year, and I want you to come along on all of them. That includes this one. This one's probably the most important one. This is probably not going to be the most entertaining, but I'm hoping that the story, such that it is, can be inspirational. I hope we'll find some common notes, and I hope that, you know, if there's healing to be done for any of you, that this will also help. And I'm hoping that for those of you who share similar circumstance or are also dealing with mental health issues, that somewhere in here you find something to identify with and hang on to. And you know, I hate to use the word inspire because I'm one little dude, and who the hell am I, right? So maybe inspire isn't the right word, but maybe motivate. Motivate's a good word. Yeah, so I hope you'll come on this journey with me, and it's going to be a better day. And we're going to look at some cool toys. And let's not call them collectibles, let's call them what they are. They're flipping toys, and we love them. And we'll get to see some cool games that maybe you haven't seen before. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't gotten to experience gameplay. I'm going to do that. We'll do some live streaming. I'm going to be vlogging the move of all of these things from the house to the storage locker. I'm going to be vlogging the transition. From start to finish. I'm going to try. Some of it might be hard because it's almost what you say, a little, it's almost a little embarrassing because things are not pretty in my basement or my former man cave right now. But that's fine, you know? So it's going to be a little, rough because it's kind of embarrassing, the condition that things are in. And you know, we'll see how much I'm going to be showing of that situation. I'm trying to be as open as possible, but it's hard. But I'm definitely going to show the transfer over to the storage locker, and then we'll make daily visits. Well, I'm going to shoot for daily, maybe 3 times a week would be more. Let's start with 3 times a week, and then try to transition to daily, and we'll take something and bring it back to the studio, and we'll open it up. We'll do an unboxing of my life. And an unboxing of the tatters of my life. My pants are ringing again. I'm gonna let it go to voicemail. Really, what do my pants need to answer the phone for? And who could possibly be calling them? And we'll be doing those unboxings, and I'm going to be setting aside certain items that eventually I will be using for giveaways. So, like I said, there's the silver lining, there's the fun, and yeah. This will be a good thing. and